screen. For fuck's sake. It's fine. Everything's fine.
It is fine.
Goddamn terrible.
Screen.
Oh. Emily's saucy tonight.
Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't have anything
Oh,
really
boy.
clever to say. So I just said, your mom.
Okay.
It's a good thing to resort to.
Good job. Proud of you.
Someone tell
When
Appy's
in
mom
doubt.
to come to the right screen. I don't know.
So
I have nothing else to say.
I-
Carry on.
I will forward that information to her tomorrow. Get on the right screen, Mom. God. Mom, if you're watching, I hope you're not, but get on the right screen.
Yeah, I hope that none of our families watch this nonsense.
My sister does
Because-
sometimes.
I'm sorry.
My niece does. My niece
I'm
watches.
sorry.
us. Sorry,
Also, your
me.
niece is too young.
Hi, niece.
I don't think my parents know how, so I'm safe.
Okay.
Excellent.
Anyway, welcome to Phixius 5.
Dag nabbit.
Dang it, Artemis! Thank you, Artemis.
I don't do shit.
Yeah, I'm looking literally right at it.
Hour and a
Like,
half.
I can see
I
it
know what you're
now.
The Artemis 88 is gifting 10 tier 1 subs to the Vectors community. There is no other Artemis 88.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's fine.
Yes, Cedar? You do?
Anyway. Our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca and use the code THEVACTERA at checkout to get 15% off. Our code
Bam.
got upped. So it's 15% off now at checkout instead of 10% because Ryan loves us and we love him. So we'll go and do the thing. And Maggie's Dice for the week is Royal Spender. We haven't had that before, but it seemed really fitting with our discount code upgrade. So, Royal Spender.
What does
really
it
cute.
look like, Affy?
It's really, really pretty, actually. They're sort of clear dice with purple speckles inside of them and like blue indigo lettering or numbering.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're really
I
nice.
have a
Would
ton
you
of
have
them.
renamed this one if you could have, Affy? Or was this one aptly named?
I don't think it was well named.
Hey,
Probably
big spender. That's
would have gone like for something like Royal Spender, especially when you're dealing with like D&D players, probably like in the gold vein for me.
Like gold coins in there.
Gold coins in
Yeah.
there, or like gold speckles, gold flakes, that sort of thing. So this one
Fair.
comes off as more of like an exploded royal because it's just bits and pieces of purple.
Ooh. Blue blood everywhere is great.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's
Purple-
here
Purple
after
always
Used to
Rick
be
got a hold of it.
Spender.
A former
used to be a
royal.
former royal now.
Past
But it's all one
royalty.
word. It's like
Now
all,
dice.
it's one word. Former royal.
Mushed together.
Yeah.
The royal sploosh. Very good. Okay.
All right.
That's different.
This week, we've got tomorrow morning, Together Among the Stars. Our guest this week is Cat Lady Liz, all the way from England. Super excited for that one.
Yay.
It's
Yay.
Liz's, I think, second TTRPG, if I recall correctly. She was on an episode with us for Wasteland Saga, and now she's going to do Together Among the Stars with Rick tomorrow. We also got Backpacker's Guide to TTRPGs. They're going to be starting spells this week. And if you've ever looked at the player's handbook, like in physical form, spells take up half of it. So
Yeah.
it might take a couple checks or
And
two.
the organization in the actual book leaves a lot to be desired.
Hmm,
Luckily, the internet exists now.
that is very true. That is very true. What else we got? Sunday, Legacy of Fire over in GM Jeremy's channel at 7:30. Monday, we got Miss Walker's back here at 8:30. Wednesday, we go back to Cantrips and Coffee for the Society, which is our Call of Cthulhu game. And then Thursday, we got Song of Crystal and Shadow. As well, speaking of games and maybe you want to play in them, our Spooktober list has dropped. You can go and join our Discord and sign up for some games. Just send 2 of your the ones that interest you the most to Artemis, and she'll put the lottery together to get them in. And we'll figure it out from there. There's a lot of really awesome games. I think we've got 12 this year that are outside of our regular streaming schedule, and there might be a couple other that get sprinkled in there along the way, as well as some very special guests from the except not an asshole.
Fair.
We've also got a couple of special guests from the TTRPG community. So if you are on anything like Instagram or anything like that, you may know a couple of the names. We haven't released them yet because we don't want to scare them away until they're locked in, until they have their choice to like us.
Make the commitment.
They're committed. They're committed. We just don't want to scare them off too soon. If we scare them off the day before, they'll probably still do it.
Fair.
But those will be released soon. We're just finishing the last little bit of who's in what game and whatever. As always, you can go to our merch store at tinyurl.com/rackmerch. Our newest creation was actually created by Emily on that side. It is the Splouth Peekaboo shirt. Very cute.
Oh, cute.
It's a frog.
It's a frog. It's a grog.
Oh, cute. Cute.
Very cute.
Just
And
a
he's
little
going-
guy.
Just a little guy.
I think his mouth's closed, so he's like,
Yeah, it is. And as always, you can get to our podcast wherever you download your podcasts. So if you are a podcast person, go listen to our podcast.
Shout out to the 7 people that found us over on iTunes when I put it up there.
nice.
Y'all are the MVPs.
Yeah.
I still have to go follow us over there.
There's like
I'm not an
7 people
MVP,
that-
sadly.
the day I put them up on iTunes,
Awkward.
about 7 people all of a sudden started following them and started working their way through all 175 of them that
That's
are there.
amazing.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Wow.
It's been fun to watch. I know
Hey,
where they are.
fan.
What's up,
Yeah.
fans?
Shout out
Hey.
to you all.
Hey, you can't see me, but I'm giving you a gang sign and saying, hey, you're awesome.
Wasn't that the peace sign?
That's
Like
the
how
joke.
you're not clarifying.
That's what makes it funny.
Let your imagination go wild.
But in Iron Man 1, when he's taking a selfie with one of the army guys, he puts up the peace sign. Tony's like, no gang signs.
No
I'm just
gang
kidding. Put it
signs,
up.
that's true.
That's the joke. Not funny anymore because I have to explain it.
I didn't get it. Yeah, sorry. Sadly, I didn't get it in time, and then you had
We
to
have,
explain.
I'll
so,
put this
okay.
symbol
Oh,
up
another
instead.
gang sign. I know that one.
We have
So
about
much
80
better.
movies we have to watch with Alyssa so that she catches up with all of the nonsense
I've
that we
seen that
talk
one
about
though. I
here.
just don't remember that because I don't remember a lot of things.
I do remember. But it's
Fine, whatever.
R.I.P.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm done ruining your jokes.
we could
now,
do this
Abby.
gang sign.
Hey.
Friends.
There's usually when Affy does that, there's usually middle fingers involved. Yep.
Nice one.
So
Abby.
leave all the
Nice one.
subtlety out of it.
no, there's no subtlety whatsoever. I'm
Zero.
not on daytime television. I can do what I want.
Is it
Yeah, we have
proper
it-
if you keep your pinkies up when you do it? Boop boop. Yeah, there you go. So proper.
I think that looks
Yeah,
more
I was gonna
gangster.
say, but
rock
you
on.
didn't have the middle fingers up with the pinky.
I was being full
Teacup
British,
salute.
that's why. Keep calm and carry on, or whatever they say.
Yep. Okay, well,
We're
that's
fine.
back.
We're all
gang
fine.
sign.
This is like my favorite part of playing on a Friday night because everybody is so fucking squirrely from the week. It's just like I just love this shit.
Anyway,
Things just keep getting worse.
just take it away, Artemis.
Are you sure?
No.
Do we need 2
Okay.
seconds of break so you guys can cut it?
No gang
I
signs,
did.
dang it.
Get in there.
No gang signs. You can't do that.
I'm gonna leave the 10 minutes of fucking around in there because it's funny.
Yep.
Good, you should.
Look at my
because
nail
it was,
polish.
it was a shout out to our podcast
That's really shiny. Yeah.
listeners.
It is really
It was. It really was.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim.
Yep. Hi, Tim.
So, you guys, when we last left off, you had spoken to the council and convinced them sort of to help. You convinced Asir and Ileana to stay in Drales rather than return like they had planned. Kenny and Frank have taken up the role of their vassals, I guess, at this point, because they don't know what else to do with themselves. So the chicken guys are just, they're doing
The
the
royal
thing. It's
chicken
fine.
makers now.
Yep.
Great.
Question. Did I
Uh-huh.
do those whole announcements in Ram voice?
No, you did not.
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
I love that you don't know whether you did or
It's
not, though.
not on
That's
now.
good.
I turned it off. Is it on now?
No.
No.
I can't
No.
hear it.
That was almost like Ramp.
Does
No,
Yeah,
do
it was
that
a
was
lot
just
like
me.
Ram, really.
That was just
Yeah.
my Satan voice.
do the
Very
chicken
similar.
guys get to
The
put the
death
royal
metal
crest on their
ass comes
sign
out.
now?
I'm sure that can be negotiated.
Oh my.
The official chicken makers of the royal family.
Yes. Hello.
They've got a seal.
You're still you.
Exactly.
That's a
Did you-
random fire. That's fine. I'll fix it later.
Okay, I was like, did you?
voice mod, so everything's fine. I'll fix it.
Oh no.
No.
I don't
Okay,
have
people
Ram
in the
voice.
audience-
It's fine.
People in the
Immersion
audience,
broken.
does Affy sound like, normal Affy? She sounds normal to us, but sometimes that doesn't really mean anything, so.
Burn.
No, it's that sometimes,
Well, sometimes it goes through the thing and not through
Yeah.
Discord.
sometimes Discord is weird like that, and it doesn't always do the thing, and it shows up on stream, and I don't know about it until afterwards. So,
Okay, I was in Ram
fair.
mode.
well, okay, why aren't you in
Oh.
RAM mode in
How about
Discord then?
now?
Oh,
Yep.
there
You
we
are
go.
now. Yeah, you're
But it
totally now
sounds
in
real
Ram
weird.
mode.
It sounds weird.
I
Yeah,
have to
it
fuck
sounds like
with it,
Ram.
I don't know if this is even right. I don't remember because I had to
No.
reinstall.
Oh, this is worse.
It-
No.
It sounds like Ram ate a duck and then started talking.
Duck Ram.
Maybe she did. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Reggie's
fine.
got a duck in your chest for some reason.
No Ram this.
A rubber chicken.
Ah, Ram, you.
I'll fix it for next time. No Ram voice
Okay.
tonight.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. Anyways, carrying on. You had convinced them to stay in Drales rather than returning to Ebonbreak. And you had decided to follow the apparent leads that Cottonwood had left behind that were leading you seemingly into the Salmaline Woods towards the giant tree at its center. And when we had last left off, you guys had were just preparing to leave. So that is where we are. It's morning. Elise is grumbling because they don't want to get out of bed.
Typical. Sure.
Yep.
Yep.
Only
Sounds
peasants
better.
get out of bed before 10 a.m.
Exactly.
Let's go.
We leave. I'm gonna start saying the thing that Cedar says. We say it, so we do it.
We agree.
We
agree
agree,
to
so we do it.
All right.
It's done. We've left. We're there. Wow. Great.
That was so
Oh my
fast.
gosh,
We
3 days,
definitely
it's
came
so
across
fast.
no distractions on our way.
Nope.
None whatsoever.
Are we
All
fart
right.
clouding or
The
are we
forest
just
was
walking?
quiet and normal.
Figured we'd just walk.
Walk.
Okay.
What legs are forward, usually?
That's the one who
would
is
like
always
to
on
fly,
my
but they
shoulders.
can't.
That's their point. Yes.
So, do you have any other stops that you have to make before you go into town? You had gone to the blacksmith to get Ram's scale put on
Mm,
their chest.
right.
Mm,
Now we're all cold resistant.
Yep. And you had left a message with the blacksmith.
mm.
Yes, I did.
Because her secret.
Secrets. I don't need anything, but do you guys need anything?
No.
Nah.
I could use some more spoons, but I probably may have enough for now.
I feel like O spent the night stealing them out of the inn.
Probably.
They did.
Does O know how to make jewelry?
Well, roll me a sleight of hand check, please. To see how many spoons
Me?
you stole throughout the night.
Oh, great. Let's do that. 11 plus. 1 second here. What's my modifier on that?
Something.
Skills. Something.
Sleight of hand
11 plus something
of
equals something else.
does
sleight of hand.
whatever
Oh.
a sleight
That's
of
generally
hand
how math works.
Plus 3. So that's 14.
Ah, that sounds a little
14.
fishy.
So I'm going to
Meh.
say that you stole an extra 10 spoons.
Perfect.
Nice.
I will write those on my sheet and throw them into Bee Boop.
Wait, do you actually have a tally of how many spoons you have?
I didn't, but I thought I should probably start keeping them since we're talking about numbers right now. So here I go.
Were there
I
any
can find a way of
spoons at
pretending.
the blacksmith? Like just bits of metal that were kind of left over that she turned into
No,
food use?
not really that you saw.
Shame.
Sad. Sad.
Does the blacksmith wear spoon handle rings?
No.
Mm,
Worth asking.
How do I?
it is.
Yep.
We're on a theme. Spoons
No,
are
but
very
we
important.
had
to us.
decided that she was what Cedar would call a muscle mommy.
Oh, right.
Muscle mommies can make
True.
jewelry.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying she can't. She just doesn't.
Oh, there we are. Okay, good.
She's a little busy
Sus.
when she's not at the smith.
Yeah,
Not sure I buy it.
I do. I've got
You're
a gut
very
instinct
excited about
about
that
these
secret.
things.
How many spoons did I get again?
And
Okay, I finally found my inventory. Excellent.
I don't know if I believe that, Cedar.
okay. Anyways, moving on.
Or...
You head out the north gate of the town, and the forest sort of butts up right against the edge of the city. And um God. Some nights I don't know how any of us have coherent thoughts.
We have coherency ever?
What's going on right now?
You guys are really super focused and it's amazing and we get a lot of shit done. And other times we spend the first, half an hour making dick and fart jokes. It's fine. There you go.
I was
Alright.
gonna say,
Oh,
there were no
we're
jokes
children.
so far, but now I can't, so never mind.
Oh, goodness.
There is not a road that leads through the Summerlin Woods to the tree itself. You can follow the road that leads north to Pearl Keep for a good ways before you'll have to deviate off the trail and sort of make your own path to the tree.
Can I follow the map that I pulled up, or does it reset after a certain time in the book, in that book that I have that makes
It
maps?
resets after you sleep.
No. Okay.
You should be able
Well,
to
you
do it
can-
again, right?
Yeah, you can
Probably.
try rolling again and see how detailed of a map you get.
It's not like
I just-
mine,
Is it just a D20 or is it? I never remember this one.
D20 in your wisdom.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So just like a wisdom check. Bam. What?
On the map.
It went-
On the map.
Okay.
Where did it go?
No.
It went in the box and
Bye.
then rolled away.
I
Killing
guess
it, fantasy grounds. You're killing it.
Across the
nothing.
screen.
you just don't
When
even
I
get
put you in the
don't even get a
box,
number.
you're supposed to go in the box.
What's in the
What's in the box?
box?
See, it was a 14 the first time, and I can't even prove it.
Okay. Well, regardless,
Like 14 on the die the first time is what I mean. It doesn't matter.
Dean, you start the sessions off with an inspiration, so you can use that if you want.
I'm
You
not
already
gonna use
tried
it on
re-rolling.
that.
Okay. So
Fantasy
with your
grounds
map,
betrayed
it gives you the sort of basic direction that you're going. Like you can see on the map where the tree is located, and you can see where you guys are located, and you kind of have a general sense of where to go. But honestly, you're getting as much as you are looking at the tops of the trees, aiming yourself at the giant tree in the distance. So
That's fair. That's a good
it's
point.
not any more
That's
accurate.
a good
than
way
that.
to travel, really.
Go to big tree.
Yep.
Got
Do
it.
not deviate from path.
Oh, look, shiny.
That would be O. Lost a Kenku on the way. It's okay.
Thank you. All right,
Thank
so
you.
I need everybody to make me perception checks as you're meandering through the woods the first day. You figured it's going to take about 3 days to get there.
That was a nat one on my part.
Wow.
14.
It's off to a good start.
Oh, now
Wow.
you
Yeah,
roll a 14.
Carini.
So the first day, Aster, I'm not really sure what's going on there. You're a little
IG's
distracted
on
by
my
something.
face right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
You are sad that you couldn't bring the dandelion with you.
Yes.
Aw.
Oh, what did you get? For your
1.
perception
I got
check?
a nat 1. It was really
Oh, okay.
amazing.
So
It's over here. I
Yeah.
forgot to roll it but I'm being honest with you. That is actually what I rolled over here. So not
You know
making
it's
that
true
shit up.
because it's a nat one.
Yeah.
so as you're walking like behind Ram, you're constantly being distracted by like the bits of sunshine that are coming through the trees and bouncing off of Ram's armor and like chasing them around like a cat.
Am I swatting at them? Because I feel like I should be.
That's up to you.
I purposely moved my dragon scale titty to like,
Distract the Kenku.
yeah.
Yeah, that explains why you got a
Amazing.
14.
That's a great
There's a lot of
image.
hopping and squawking going on right now, excitedly.
Ram's just like, yep, that's my bird.
Just the tip.
Yep, just a tit. All right. Rainy, on the other hand.
Yeah. I love that.
Rainy, the minute you guys entered this forest, you noticed that you felt like you were being watched.
Oh, good.
Copycat.
What?
Valshan.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. However, I wrote this before we got there, so nice try. But anyways, magical woods. What else could you possibly have happen?
I don't know. As long as no parrot shits on me, I'm good.
Are there mushrooms? I would eat those.
Yes, let's do that.
Aster, with your role, you don't see it. You're very distracted by Taiji, who is like going between sitting on you and sitting on Ram's head, and like playing with the little ram things that are living in your hair. Like, it's fine. The snakes too.
Oh yeah.
Ram is just like, this is just my life now.
Oh no. I don't think I've
Titty
ever named
laser.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ram is just like a big metal zoo, basically.
Seems to be, yeah.
You've got so many animals hanging out.
Just like
It's not even,
squawking and trumpeting
by
coming from
choice.
Ram.
Yeah, just in and on you.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks because of the animals living in me, not because I'm made out of metal.
That's nothing to do with
But
metal.
not because of the animals, it's because of the spoons. You people are the loudest in the group.
Yeah. The entire time you guys are going, there's a metal soccer ball rolling around in front of you, flanking. Great.
Zero stealth.
Great.
Yep.
Like the anti-stealth.
Yeah.
You
Kirini's
do
just
not
like, "Why?"
see. You don't see anybody as you look around, Karini, but you know that feeling of like the hair on the back of your neck standing up, and it doesn't feel sinister, or it doesn't feel like benevolent in any way. There is no real feeling to it. It's just that you are being watched.
Okay.
And the feeling persists as you continue, and it doesn't get any worse, it doesn't get any better, it just persists. And as the day goes on, the rest of you sort of become aware of that sensation too.
Everybody but O who rolled in that one.
Yep, everybody except for O is just like on their own planet right now. It's fine.
Chasing around after sparkly
Blissfully oblivious.
things. Yep.
So, yeah, the first day goes relatively simply. You follow the road towards Pearl Keep that leads to the north. You can tell that the road is starting to veer northwest a little bit. So pretty soon you are going to have to get off of the road and start going northeast to get to the tree. You got to go west.
Weast.
West.
West.
But at the end of the first day, you come to an area that's sort of like cleared out along the side of the road. That looks like it is a stopover for people who come through the woods. So you could make camp there if you choose, or if you want to keep pressing on for a little while.
Whatever the fleshies want. They're the ones that need to sleep.
True.
Nah.
Sleep?
Nah.
Sleep? Nah?
Sleep?
Nah.
We can keep going.
All right.
Have you been napping on Ram the whole time? Is that why?
You don't know.
She sleeps with her eyes
Stop
open.
calling
You
me
would
out.
never know. She sleeps with her eyes open. You'd never even know.
Exactly.
That's true.
True.
I feel like I can tell because her body gets like slacker.
Yeah, she just like flutes out.
Ear.
Ram can definitely tell because your ear sensors just hear the faintest bit of snoring.
Hard to tell if that's her or if it's Raleigh, though.
And sleep farts.
Or
Don't
the
forget
rest of the
farts.
menagerie.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're not going to stop for the night, I need Constitution saving throws from everybody, please.
Well, we're
Suddenly
not stopping
changed my
anywhere?
mind.
I don't know. That's up to you.
I thought we were just pushing on for like another hour beyond this very obviously
Yeah.
laid trap.
That's
Mhm.
what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know, too obvious.
Oh, no.
And we've got
Where's
the
where's
bubble, so
brambly
like
bush?
I mean, we can stop here. We have
So
the
our-
bubble, so nobody would be able to get in.
Yeah, when you put it that way, sure.
We will stop at the very obviously laid trap and bamf out the bubble.
Okay. You bamf out the bubble. What
Glamping,
does the
here
bubble
we
look like
come.
tonight?
The bubble on the outside is just a snowball because I think it's funny.
In the middle
Just
of this
in the
very,
middle.
very green woods.
Yeah.
There's a snowball.
Not blending in at all.
That's fine. And then on the inside, it's a very cozy. Everything is in dragon scale, like the tent. They have like this dragon scale look to them, and it's a vibe.
is it sparkling in there because of the titty and the dragon scale and like
And the fire,
is
yeah.
the tent pierceable by Kenku? This is what you should probably ask yourself.
It's
If there's
very
too
much like,
sparkling going on.
well, because of the fire in the middle, it's sort of like a multicolored prismatic disco ball on the inside.
What
no.
could go wrong?
That will go so well for sleeping.
Well, you can close
Especially
the
for
tent.
those of
Oh,
us
it's
who
running over top of everybody trying to chase all the lights
just
while everyone
some
tries to sleep.
people in this group don't close their eyes when they sleep. That's all I'm thinking.
No,
of.
but you can close the tent.
That just means
flaps.
Aster will see me coming.
That's true.
Fine.
That's true.
It's just dead ass asleep, and this Kenku comes running full speed. Okay, so you set up the bubble. Everybody settles in for the night. Are you taking watches? Are you just
Nope.
resting in the bubble?
I
You
I
do
watch
all
all
notice
night.
that feeling of being watched doesn't go away.
Neither does the feeling of being run over by a Kenku. Just saying.
Yeah, no. There's like a 50-pound bird running around in your campsite.
I think at some point Aster would get like a little annoyed from feeling watched and like poke her head out of the little bubble thing, and she'd be like, "We're trying to sleep here. Stop!" And then go back in and go to sleep.
I'm naked. Stop looking at me, perv. I'm always naked.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You have
Or
cloaks.
the one time you went on a date that you wore pants.
Yes, I wore just pants and my cloak.
Take a
you.
look.
Don't you have two?
I have two cloaks. I've got my cloak of billowing and then the one I stole from the people I killed.
Right.
The mass family genocide that I committed.
Sure.
Good
Sure.
times.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Like you do.
Which
Okay,
reminds
so-
me,
Hmm.
O wants to propose something to Ram. Ram is doing all kinds of knitting.
I'm already
Um,
with somebody. Sorry, O.
Not that kind of. O is too young for you, anyways. O is 15.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So
I was
so
just a baby.
O is just a baby, but So Ram, I know how to make cloaks too that can help people to keep us safe. Can you knit me some cloaks for the group? Do you think when you are knitting at night?
Yeah. I mean, that's just a bigger scarf, right?
It's exactly a bigger scarf. Yes, it is. You are right.
Yeah, I can
Thank
probably
you.
do that. What are you
Okay.
making?
Magic. I'll tell you later. I just need
Okay.
some cloaks for everybody. It will help. Thank you, Ram.
Sure.
Thank you.
No
yeah.
problem.
Okay. O hops off, chasing some more sparkly things.
I feel like O does this until they fall asleep. They just like pass out outside somewhere after chasing all of these lights around.
Once O passes out, I will put them in one of the beds and then go back to knitting.
Aw.
Hilarious.
All right. So is anybody taking watches with Ram? Or is it just Ram on duty tonight?
Beboop is taking watches with
Yep,
Ram
I assume that Beboop is always there.
quietly, as they do with all their silverware.
They don't breathe, but they move enough that it sounds like breathing because of the silverware moving around inside.
Exactly. Yes, it's very, very breath-like.
Okay. So if you're staying up to watch, then Ram, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
23.
Nice. So as the night sort of wears on, a low mist sort of rolls in to the area, and you see in the distance, not maybe 200 yards or so away from you, you begin to see these little lights, just about knee high or so, just sort of bobbing in and out of the fog.
my knee or somebody else's knee?
Probably about your knee,
Okay.
bobbing in and out of the fog.
That's not suspicious at all.
Not at all.
Well, I can't go anywhere to investigate because the bubble is attached to me, and if I leave the bubble goes away. So, whatever it is, mist and blinky lights is not allowed into the bubble.
Okay, sure. So the mist sort of like parts around the bubble and goes around. The lights eventually they do come closer, and you can see that they look like it's hard to tell in the fog, but they look like maybe fireflies, but huge. Like the size of baseballs.
They got big
And they
butts.
sort of they blink in and blink out and slowly are moving around. And as they come a little bit closer to the bubble, you can hear the very distinct sound of like crackling energy as they light their butts up and then go out again and continue on past you.
So they're
Fun.
actual
there's
lightning
probably-
bugs.
There are probably like 15 or so of them that are around the tent at some point, and a couple of them sort of bounce off that outside edge, you know, like drunk bumblebees, and then they
Oh.
continue on their way.
I want to try and
I like that.
snatch the last one that goes by.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, this is bad.
No. New
22?
companion.
22. Okay, so you manage to reach your hand out of the tent, and you grab a hold of one of these bugs as they go by, and then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is it actually a bug?
Natural
well,
20.
Not that I would know.
Natural 20. Okay, so
For
you're
29
only
total.
going to take half. You're only going to take half. So you're going to take 17 lightning damage as this thing zaps your hand.
Do I still have it in my hand though?
It is, but you quickly realize it's going to do it again if you don't let go.
Fine, I let go.
We need
Okay.
charms.
You let go, and this thing like angrily bounces off the side of the bubble for like 15 minutes before it goes off and joins its friends.
I just wanted to say hi. God. Fine, whatever. I don't care. Need to find some other little fey nonsense.
Is it really a bug, though?
Uh-oh. You're asleep. You don't know.
I don't know. I have suspicion.
Okay. Well, I sulkily
I feel
go
like
back
Bernie says
to
that in their sleep.
Oh, suspicious.
Thus. I go back
Okay.
to knitting the cloaks that wants.
Okay, so why don't you make me just a straight dexterity check then? We'll see how far you get.
24.
19? Okay, so you get fairly far on one of them. Probably another night and it'll be done. Because you basically don't really ever stop knitting when you're keeping watch, so you can move pretty quickly. So,
It's just a longer scarf,
Uh.
that's all.
yep, and a little wider.
Just like a bow is a tiny scarf.
True.
But eventually you do wake up in the morning and, you know, just before the bubble dissipates, everybody is sort of able to get up and
Get a long rest.
I will give you guys this stuff back here.
Good, because I'm
Are they-
injured.
Ding!
Are the boogs gone?
The bugs are gone.
Boom.
I tell you all about them and that it hurt my hand.
Do I know what they are?
Did it
Give me a
look
history check.
delicious, Ram?
Yes, history. I love that one.
I don't
sure that's
eat
one of the
elves,
ones
so
I-
I don't know what would constitute as delicious. But I
Okay.
think they might be a
Did
little
it-
spicier than your beetles.
Arcane and history advantage.
I like spicy food. I will try one next time.
It electrocuted me.
Dang it! It did the thing again. Hold on. They're like going all over the page if I don't
Just double click it from your character sheet. Instead of dragging and dropping.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where your
Double
modifier
click it.
number is.
Wow.
Bruh.
Ooh, nat 20s.
That never
You
happened.
You should know everything
Wow.
about these. And
I know everything about these.
Okay.
Also, bug book.
So, yeah,
Two
I
nat
mean,
20s.
these things
Never
are
happens
common.
to me. Okay.
Amazing.
These things are very common back in your own forest. They tend to come out of the Fey Gate. Like that's usually how they get in is through the Fey Gate. These are definitely Fey creatures, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, you've been known to like try to grab a hold of them. Kids try to grab a hold of them and see how long they can hang on to them before they have to let go. It was like a game you played when you were
And
young.
die? Because kids
Yeah.
definitely have way less than whatever 14, 17 hit
Yep.
points.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
Yeah. You got in trouble every
Okay.
time you did it because it was so dangerous, but you know, kids gonna be kids. And you call them
So-
what is the name of these things? They're called spark bugs.
Oh, okay. So just to be clear, they're not like whatever the little
They're
lights
not
are.
will-o-wisps.
Will-o-wisps.
They're not will-o-wisps. No, they're just little they're actual bugs, but they're from the Feywild.
Cool. I will explain literally everything about them to Ram, and Ram will get sick of me.
Takes like
Sometimes,
5 minutes.
very rarely, you can find one that's a bit blue in tint. Doesn't happen too often.
Info
It's
dump
a good-
incoming.
it's a good thing that Ram doesn't have any facial expressions or like eyelids. Because they have totally dissociated. But nobody would ever know.
Just like verbal encyclopedia. I'm just like, and then
Like,
there's one
Bo is
time
fascinated by this because it's a bug.
a 5-year-old died. Good
That
thing we
brings
had
me back. I'm
diamonds
like,
on
wait,
that.
what? A 5-year-old
Because
died?
just between the two of us, a 5-year-old has like 3 hit points.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds terrible.
I don't either. I don't know why I'm Mrs. Doubtfire all of a sudden.
Oh.
Okay. So, Karini, are you gonna do the thing with your map again?
Sure.
Don't get
Oh,
your
and
wheel and woe.
I
Master.
should roll my thingy. Who's it?
Wheel woeing. That's
You're wheeling real good.
wheeling. Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
Okay. So, Karini, yeah, pretty much same sort of map as you had the day before.
No,
You-
that was my divination dice.
oh,
sorry.
Okay.
'Cause- Before I forget. Okay. Sorry. Just a Oh, it's a wisdom check, basically, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much the same as the day before. It
Yeah.
it gives you the general direction, and you can see the big tree on the map as well as you guys on the map, and you know if you sort of go in that direction, you'll get there eventually. Master, what does your like wheel and woe look like in the mornings?
Well, it says that I have to use my star map to divine the will of the cosmos. So, I'm just like literally pulling these random maps out of my hair. What's in that hair? I need to really actually Aster kind of mumbles to herself like I really need to like do an inventory check. It's been like years since I actually cleaned out my hair. Oh well. So I'm like
Not
rolling out
that
all
one.
these
You want
maps.
the other one.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Shoves it back in the hair. pulls the other one out. And like with her like silver discs, you know, she's moving them around and consulting the map. And today, I guess it's a whoa. So I feel like it just kind of like maybe the map glows a little bit, like it's like a reddish hue as opposed to a bluish hue.
Okay.
I don't know. I never thought about it.
So yeah, you guys watch as Aster kind of concentrates on her star map, and these are the ones that you made by hand when you were growing up, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys watch as she sort of like moves the discs around on her head and then looks at these maps, and her eyes flash over in that light, and the map begins to glow briefly in a reddish tint today.
Is
I
that
also think the
good?
discs also take on that like color too, so they're just like faintly glowing.
There you go.
Is that good or bad?
The stars have spoken, Ram. The Cosmere had words to share, feelings and thoughts.
The Cosmere? Is that like a pap smear?
Not really sure
I
what
hope
that
not.
is.
Emily.
Oh, it's a Brandon Sanderson series of many, many books, obviously. I have to
Rainey is mad
deflect.
for some reason, and nobody can figure out why.
So is it going to be a good day or a bad day?
Oh, no matter what, I mean, it is what you make it to be. I've learned that.
That sounds like some holistic new aged garbage to me.
That was my whole personal
determining the will
journey.
of
I
the
thought everything was
cosmos,
on a
is that-
path, and now it's your own choice. It's fine. Throw it out the window. I'll use it for good things.
Oh, okay. You want to ride my shoulders?
Always.
Okay.
I've been on your shoulders this whole time, Ram. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, you're so
I slept
light.
on your shoulders overnight.
She like flips the map down in front of your face before you can start walking, so that's why you have to wait.
That's why I was like, no, not that one, the other one.
Yeah.
Wrong map, wrong map.
Long lever, Crunk.
Wrong lever.
Oh my god. That movie is gold. I love
Why do we
that
even
movie.
have that lever?
I feel like that is what Reggie has going on inside right now.
Just levers.
Trying to figure out what some of those levers do in there, and some of them, they don't do anything. And he's like, why is that even here?
Little does he know, like when he pulls it, my arm goes like fucking crazy and I punch a tree or something.
Smack someone in
No
the
reason.
face. Sorry.
Everybody just gives me a wide berth now because of my random limb twitches.
Ram has to walk 20 feet ahead.
All right. So you begin your trek for the day, and you're able to follow the road for about half the day, and then you'll have to veer into the woods from there. Granny's up in front with her map, just tootling along.
Stop tootling and doodle instead.
What? I'd have to stop to doodle.
Oh. Okay. When are we turning?
there yet?
End of today, maybe? We have like another day after this, right? So
Yeah, so you get about halfway through the day, and then you'll have to veer off of the road, and then
couple
you spend the
hours.
next day or so in the woods from there.
Cool. Around lunchtime.
Hmm. Well, you guys say when it's lunchtime, because I don't eat.
Midday.
I'm just grabbing leaves and bugs as we go and just munching on those.
Don't
I'm sure
eat
that's fine.
So is O.
Don't eat the spark bugs. They killed a 5-year-old.
Hmm.
Out of
O
like
spits a bug back out.
out of Curadius like full info dump. That was the only thing that stuck. Their electrical
Those things can kill.
They're
Then
fine
they
though.
kill the
We got
5-year-olds.
Plenty. We always have plenty of diamonds on hand. They were fine.
Everything was fine.
I don't know.
It's a rite of passage in my village. Everybody gets
Everybody
resurrected
dies to a
once.
spark bug.
To these
At least
spark
one in a
bugs.
generation dies to a spark bug.
It's a rite of passage. Jeez, these people are gnarly.
We don't like
Homeschool kids, it's
civilization
fine.
and we electrocute ourselves for fun.
Why would you use electricity for like gadgets when you could just eat it and die?
Oh goodness.
Ride the lightning,
Goodness.
friends. Ride the
Right, the
lightning.
lightning. Oh, no.
You find the attic behind the addict behind like the huts that's like, oh, just one more spark bug and I'll quit. Just one more.
Oh no. Oh boy.
That's enough for you, Twitch. All right.
Oh,
That's enough.
God.
You guys are walking.
Addiction
and
is a real
talking.
problem, and if you're dealing with it, you should get help. Okay. We
We're
love
not
you.
making light of your mental illness,
No.
but it's funny. When it's
you guys
in
are- you
fantasy
guys-
realm and it's a spark bug.
You guys are
Yeah.
walking, and Karini is so busy like looking at this map that they're not really watching the road ahead of them. And all of a sudden, they're just like, "Oh wait, we got to turn now!" And you guys turn into the woods,
Well,
and you continue on your trek. I need everybody to make me perception checks, please.
hold on. I do this fantasy grounds.
21.
what does this button do? Oh, nothing.
Beat ya.
Nice job, Aster.
Oh, I forgot to do it for perception. How do you do it for? Okay, so I rolled, but I didn't roll perception as it turns out.
So click skills on the tabs of your character sheet.
Okay, 1 second here. Skills. Yep.
Okay, and then on the
And
right
then-
side under total, there's all the plus numbers and like negatives, your modifier. If you
Okay,
double
yeah,
click
so I
that,
just
it'll
add
roll
that.
it.
Oh, okay. So I even better. Okay,
About the same.
excellent. Nice, good. Thanks. Yep.
Good enough.
Fail
Oh,
either
great.
way. Yes. Okay, good.
So Ram and Karini, between the two of you, you managed to prevent O from walking into several trees as they're really like they've got like beak down to the ground, following a bug that like is kind of going in the same direction that you're going in.
Every
And
so often, I just use fuck my
The scar
axe,
to reel me back in.
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon, to like kind of nudge them back onto the path. Just like the broadside of it or the stick part of it.
Mhm. Yeah. You prevent several near
The
tree
Ken
incidents
Goose water.
as you're
Collisions.
walking. Yep. You're not sure that Aster's awake or not at this point.
Aster's
she-
not sure if she's awake or not.
Is she sleep farting though? Because if she's sleep farting, then she's asleep.
What's the difference between sleep farting and regular farting?
I feel
You're
like she
asleep for what?
holds it in or tries to make it silent, but when it's sleep farts, it just comes out.
No attempts to disguise.
No.
Nope. It's just a literal toot, toot.
All right. So as you guys are walking, again, that feeling of being watched is still persistent. Never goes away, never gets worse, never gets better. But then as you are about maybe an hour or so past midday, you begin to notice that in the darker areas of the forest, there are shapes that are either keeping pace with you, or there are enough of them that you see them quite a bit, but they're way in the distance.
Hmm.
And as the closer to the center of the woods that you get, the darker the forest is becoming.
Sure.
There was a lot of like lighter foliage and things like that as you were going, but the closer to that tree that you get, the darker and more shadowy places are prevalent here. And you begin to see lichen growing on trees as you
Werewolves.
continue.
Ooh.
Werewolves.
The castle.
Mushroom. If you want some werewolves, I could throw them at you, sure. But no, I'm talking about the mushrooms.
I want to be a wereforge.
We almost made you a vampire forge that one time because we were talking about it.
What?
It would have been hilarious. It involved like syringes. It was great.
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is what happens when Bree and I sit up talking till 2 a.m.
That makes sense now.
Terrifying. You could truly rule the world together.
Yep.
Next hyperfixation, world domination.
Watch out, everyone.
Can I get in on that? Because I feel like the pay is better.
I feel like we'd get like this really
benefits.
solid plan in place, like knowing the two of us, we'd get this super solid plan in place, and then we'd be too tired to do it, so we're just like, we'll do it tomorrow, and then just never do it.
Probably.
But it'd all be on Miro board.
It would be. The entire like takeover plan in like
Yeah.
a flowing
Yep.
spreadsheet. Yeah.
And that way when the
Pictures,
police come
ideas,
by, you give all the
color-coded.
evidence they need.
Yep.
It's just all laid out for them.
It looks like a really epic game of Risk, but it's our world domination plan.
So, as you continue through the woods, night is starting to come set in, and the woods are getting darker and darker. And you realize that as the sun goes down below that tree line, just how dark it gets in here. And for those of you that don't have dark vision, like it's going to be a problem.
I cast
So-
light on my stick that I have somewhere in my inventory. Pretty sure I do.
Suddenly, Karini's got a staff that they've like apparently had this entire time, but nobody noticed.
Yeah, I've
Just
had a
cast it
quarterstaff
on
the
my
whole time.
dragon titty.
Put it on my little
Beaver's
miniature
eyes
that I
turn
gave
on.
you.
Cat bus style.
I also have a shield. Because I am weak. Yeah.
Because I am the cleric.
Be cleric.
So
Okay, sorry.
you continue walking, and how long do you go?
Oh.
Like, do you stop when you get to that sort of like full nighttime mark, or do you continue pushing through?
We hydrate thoroughly and then. That's not water, Artemis!
Called out.
Wow.
I don't drink water unless you make me. You know this.
That's the point of those things, to make you drink water. You thirsty
Water is
bitch.
life.
I hate water so much.
You need to get some of that like Mio crap or whatever the heck
It
it
doesn't
is.
work. I've tried that stuff.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
no, there's a new one. It's like a scent pad. And it goes around the mouth of it, so it tastes like it uses your nose instead of your like taste buds, but you're drinking water, but because you're smelling at the same time,
Oh,
it
Mm.
tastes
Oh.
like what you're smelling.
Confuses your.
Yeah.
taste buds. Nice.
But it comes in like lots of stuff. Like you can get like orange coffee, bubble gum,
Whoa.
I
cake.
don't know if I would want my water to taste like coffee.
I would say that I'd look into it, but I can guarantee you I'll forget about it in 20 minutes. So
I prefer coffee to taste like coffee.
I'm just saying, like if you liked iced coffee, that's what you
That's
would
true.
taste.
True, true.
nice. Okay, so night comes to full, like it's sort of full height. Are you stopping and putting the bubble up? Are you continuing? What are you doing?
Sleeping would be good.
Let's stop. I
Probably.
want to look at the stars. Can I see the stars? Are there trees? Damn trees.
The trees
the
are in the
trees,
way. You'd
damn it.
have to climb up into a tree to see the stars.
I'm
You
climbing
just
a
climb
tree.
on top of the bubble.
Ram, you're walking and like you're gonna set the bubble up, and all of a sudden Aster just is like not on your shoulders anymore.
Babe? What are you doing?
It's my climbing a tree music.
Oh.
Spider snake, spider snake.
Turn around just in time to see Aster scrambling up a tree.
It's like Kronk's sneaking music.
That tracks.
Yes.
Okay, so Aster, you haul your ass up into this tree, and you pop out through the canopy, and it is a very, very clear night. The stars are out, and it's almost clearer than when you were on the boat in the North Sea. It's like the night sky is so unpolluted by like lights from the villages that you've been in or anything like that. The woods around you are quiet, and there's a breeze that kind of rustles the trees as you stick your head up and you sort of are able to see the sky. And you see that there is the constellations that you're used to, obviously, in the sky. You still see those blinking lights that you noticed a while back when you were in Ebonbreak before the solstice. And they still seem like they're communicating. One will blink golden red, one will blink golden blue, one will blink golden green. And they seem to be communicating almost frantically with each other.
They're just RPG lights, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is.
Well then. Does there seem to be a pattern if I watch them long enough? Does it appear that they might like do any kind of loop, or is it too erratic that it's like a constant like a conversation, not just like a
Make a perception
stuck
check.
single thing? What do I see with my eyes? I open my eyes even wider.
Do you see with your snake eyes? And remember, you have inspiration if you need it, but that's pretty good. So, you watch for quite a while, and you sort of take note of them each like individually as they begin to like blink, and they do seem to be blinking in a regular pattern.
Interesting.
And you are
Is there
able to, if you
anything-
want, you could make note of that pattern.
Yeah, I would definitely like to pull out. I guess I have parchment paper in my hair and scribble something from. I guess I also have a pen and hey, look, an ink bottle. Great.
I'm pretty sure that Affy like organized your inventory for you, so
There's all kinds of hidden things in there. You don't know.
exactly, it's fine. A couple of snakes, some bugs. It's fine.
Yes.
But you watch for quite a while. Like you're probably up there for close to an hour, and you get the sort of sense of the pattern, and you realize that they are repeating what they're like. One will go like the blue and green one will, or the blue and gold one will go first, and then the red and gold one, and then the green and gold one, and it's always in that same pattern. And it seems to be the same number of like blinks from one, same number of blinks from the other, same number of blinks from the third, and then it repeats.
Okay. So it's not a super long kind of. I guess it's not a long loop. Is it pretty short?
Yeah, it's pretty short. Like it's maybe 10 different blinks from each one. And it seems to be like 3 patterns of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely take note of this. So once I head back down to everybody else, I tell everybody about it. Seems like those lights are just they're repeating something over and over.
Oh.
What are they saying? Do you know?
I don't
Aster?
really, I'm not sure.
Huh.
Make me a
I don't
history
know
check.
who could know.
But it's a like a like a repeating pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Ram, not Esther, sorry.
Oh.
Just kidding. I was like, how do I know this?
I feel like this is important. 13.
There's something familiar about that pattern.
Is it like Morse code?
It could be. You're not real sure. You're pretty rusty on that. Maybe
It
if you study it for a
says-
little bit.
Sky is a huge bitch, and you should stop looking at her. I'm just kidding. It doesn't say that.
There's no way that's definitely not true.
It is huge.
Okay, that part's true.
I'll study it while you all sleep and see if I can figure it out.
Do you set the bubble up while Aster's up the tree?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody else is doing before you settle in?
Oh, if that was the case, then I would probably have like gone down the tree a little bit and then just like fallen into the bubble. Just
The bubble is not a crash pad. You're still gonna take fall damage. It is.
well, I'm about to sleep, so I'm fine with
How
that.
high up do you just drop?
I'm gonna say.
And can
like,
I
20
see what's happening? Can
Well,
I
it
see what's
depends. You
happening?
stay up and wait for Aster?
I mean, I do.
Well, yeah. If someone's out of the bubble, yes.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so how high up are you?
I'm falling at 20 feet.
Okay. So you guys watch as Aster like starts to climb down and for whatever reason sees that the bubble is up and just goes, okay, and lets go of the tree.
Arms out.
And yeah,
Featherfall.
okay. So you Aster, you're starting to fall like really quickly, and then all of a sudden you're not. You're just sort of like slowly drifting down. And you sort of like go through the edge of the bubble and continue on down into the
You see
into the camp
Karini
area.
standing there going,
What
are
and
you
looking
doing?
looking quite excited about the flying that has just happened.
Yeah, I like gently like alight on the ground, like arms just out, just laying on there, and I'm just like, Karini, I discovered something really interesting about the bubble.
What
can
did
see on
you
Aster's
find
face
out?
that I'm gonna
Don't-
do this a lot more often.
Do not ever do that if I'm not paying attention. Ever.
Well, always pay attention.
That's my
And then Esther-
girlfriend.
Falls asleep right there.
Sploot.
Just straight up. Okay.
I put her
Okay, so,
under
like-
one of the cots.
There you go.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
slide.
So Aster comes down, like drifts down, lands face first in the dirt in the bubble, tells you all of this information, and then falls asleep. Ram picks Aster up and just sort of slides her underneath one of the cots and comes back out.
Tiny farts are heard from under the cot.
The
Been
blanket
holding
over
them
the
in.
edge just flutters every now and then.
Lord.
That tracks. That tracks.
You
Anybody else
would
doing
all be
anything before bed?
so much trouble without me. Just saying.
Why do you
Yeah.
think I do these things?
Oh, always polishing Beboop a little bit for the next day's journey. Making
Okay.
sure there's no
Ooh,
twigs stuck in between
nice.
their scales, you know, that kind of thing. A little grooming. Looking for bugs to eat among the scales. Like you do.
It's made out of metal, so there are no bugs there. But
But the
You know.
bugs might crawl in as it was rolling along. You never
you never know. Just never know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Ram, you
When
watch
you're
this as you're
Kenku,
knitting.
anything seems possible.
Hey, what?
You watch this as you're knitting. Oh, is just cleaning Beboop.
Yeah, this tracks.
I picture Beboop when they move a lot like BB-8.
With their head in
Mm.
one spot.
The rest of them just rolling along. You don't know how it works, but it does.
That was a practical effect, so good job, Lucasfilms.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
CGI. It was that's actually how it works.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually really
But
cool.
I'm just saying, like, for Beboop, you're not really sure how that shit
Oh,
works.
yeah, no,
But,
no.
like,
I'm just making sure that everybody knows the awesomeness of that practical
Yeah.
effect. Same with the bread that
Exactly.
Ray eats.
Mm.
That was a practical
Mhm.
effect.
I forget what they
cool.
did to do that. But
They had an air pipe and then a drain pipe. So when she pours the water in, the water drains out, and then the air pipe poofed up the bread.
okay.
Ooh. Cool.
Freaking cool.
Yep.
Special effects are awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. All right. So as the night goes on, Ram, go ahead and make me a perception check if you're keeping watch again while you're knitting.
There it
Beboop's
is.
curled up on top of the
8.
ball of yarn.
Okay. So, Ram, you're really focused on these like capes that O asked for, and you're finishing one of them up when the woods around you begin to tremble, and you kind of look around a little bit, and from your bubble, you're able to see a couple of massive forms moving through the woods, about 500 yards out. They look like moving trees, if you had to guess.
Is our bubble about to become part of a big tree ant soccer match? We don't know.
That'd be
It's
cool, by the way.
it's immovable, so
Yeah.
it's not going
But it
anywhere.
would be really cool.
It would
Don't
be cool.
seem to be paying you any attention, but you do get the sense that they have seen you. They've at least seen the bubble.
It's not a snowball this time.
Okay, what is it tonight?
It's blended in more to the darker sort of foliage, flora and fauna.
Mhm.
And the inside is very much the same, kind of like a camo style military shit.
And they seem to be headed in the same direction you're going.
And they're walking? Or are they just like floating?
They're walking.
Hmm.
Making the same noises as whatever is going on in your house right now.
That's on my soundboard.
Nice. I like
Literally
it. I'm here
walking
for it.
giant.
Nice. I'm here for it.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything about it without pulling the bubble down, so I'll just watch and make sure they don't come closer and they're not allowed in.
Okay. So yeah, you watch for a good while, and there's probably you can see what you can see at least. There's at least 10 of them, and they pass by on either side of the bubble, headed towards the center of the forest, and eventually, like the shaking does eventually wake everybody else up, because they come close enough that it like shakes the ground around you.
I just wake up standing over Kurani with like my finger on her mouth. Shh. I don't know. Ents, maybe?
Okay. Can I see them? Like, are they
If you
close
go
enough?
outside, yeah, if you go outside, you can see they definitely look like walking trees.
Are they treants?
They look different than the ones you've seen at home, that's for sure. These are much bigger.
What are they?
Treants?
They're not like any
Big
I've seen.
ants? Ants? What?
No.
Big walking trees.
I see.
Okay.
Harry.
Are they?
Should we say hi?
I don't know. They can't get in either way, but
Can I like poke my
Let
head out
them-
and make an insight check or something to see if they seem nice or not?
they're heading in the same
Okay.
direction we are too.
You can go ahead and roll me an insight check.
An insight check.
Yes.
Insight check.
Insight check.
That needs to be the title of the episode. With a 22, you're not
Again.
entirely
Oh.
sure, but you can definitely tell that one of them sees you as it walks by,
Oh,
and it
Oh.
looks at you, like it turns its head and very clearly looks at you as you like stick your head out of the bubble. It very clearly turns its head and looks at you, and its eyes are glowing, and you can see the same sort of like swirl patterns that you saw on the tree back home. These all have that same pattern.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
I wave at the tree and then just like get back in the bubble.
It very slowly raises a hand and waves back, but doesn't stop moving. And then it turns its attention back to the center of the forest.
Well, waved back.
That's
Evil
good.
doesn't wave back, so I'm pretty sure they're good.
I don't know if that's always true. Well,
Pretty good philosophy. I mean,
I
There-
mean, it certainly makes me feel a little better. but-
There are worse philosophies, that's for sure.
hmm Also, they have the same pattern as our tree. Back.
Oh,
Oh,
It's interesting.
Hmm.
Is our tree walking around? Oh.
Our tree at home?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Does our tree walk too?
no,
Not
not our tree. The one at where Aster grew
Or
up.
sorry, that one, that tree.
Oh. I don't know that tree. Okay. Does your tree walk, Aster?
I don't think my tree has ever walked. Has my tree ever walked?
Huh?
Not that you are aware of.
Yeah, okay. Not that I'm aware of.
mhm.
And I did push a picture out for you to see what it is exactly that you're looking at.
Oh. Ah,
There's a friendly face.
right.
It's a grump tree.
And Ram, seeing these things reminds you very much of the last time that you saw Selmaline. He had an army of these that he sent out into the world to help regrow the forests. And they looked similar to this. Smaller, maybe, but similar.
Well, it's been 2,000 years. They've probably grown up.
Mhm. Fair. Fair to guess. That's old.
Old trees.
Explain why they're so big.
Tree. Do we go out there? Or should we wait till they're done?
I have a feeling we're going to meet up with them at the tree.
Yeah, there's a good chance either way we'll probably see them again. They're heading in the same direction.
And they're very big. So we can't not see them.
Mm. Good point.
Mm. Right.
Maybe they can give us a ride. Could see.
That's an interesting thought.
Let literally anyone else ask that question. Because I won't be asking it.
Rainy, you in the village that you grew up in, the ents that sort of like the trants that live around that area that guard the borders where the giant thorn vines are, that sort of mark the borderlands of your forest.
Yeah.
They patrolled the edges of the Briarheart, and they like it was their job to keep people out of that forest.
Right.
After Asira had sort of closed the borders up. It's
These
weird
don't
to see them here like this.
seem...
No, the ones that you had at home, they were very aggressive to anybody that was not them or people from the village.
But
These
I
do
mean,
not
like,
seem like that.
these also just don't seem bothered by the fact that we're here.
Oh, not so far.
So maybe we're fine.
You do seem to be moving with a purpose, that's for sure. But
All right.
Should we go talk to the trees?
Sure. Where's the harm in
I
that?
mean,
Okay.
we
I would like to
could.
talk to a tree.
so you two are leaving the bubble then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh.
Owen and Aster run out of the bubble.
Okay.
And we're gonna take our break right there.
Oh, no.
Ram, you don't even get a chance to react. You're just
Happy.
gone.
Oh, gods. Surely nothing bad will happen.
What could possibly go wrong?
Evil doesn't wave. It's fine.
We'll be right back. Just make sure to ask for their favorite color.
It's fine.
Hello, we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't find the map I need. Oh no.
We don't need a map. There's going to be no combat while talking to these giant trees. It's fine.
No map.
We'll see how the talk goes. Should be fine.
It's totally fine.
That's the wrong one. Okay, well, when we left off, you guys had settled for the night, and Ram, while you were keeping watch, noticed that there were quite a number of trants going through the woods around you, and the stomping sort of woke everybody else up.
Not the Trents.
And... Sorry.
The
How do you even forget?
The Trent Resoners, no.
Nah. So many 9-inch
Anyways, the
nails
giant
on
moving
going
trees.
through the woods.
The treants. The treants.
The giant moving trees. One of them waved at Aster, and then Aster and O decided we're gonna go talk to them, and booked it.
Time
Definitely
to make some
not a
new
mistake.
friends. Definitely didn't split the party.
So Owen and Aster, what are you doing? You running right up to the closest one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How far
Hello.
away are they at this
Trying to
point?
wave.
Hello.
They go about 100 yards.
Fine. I popped the bubble. Let's go.
Oh, what?
Suddenly Elise is awake and cursing.
Just pick Elise up over my shoulder. Let's go.
Oh, fine. We're all gonna die.
Probably.
With that attitude.
That's not how you make it friends with treants.
So I probably
Yes.
shouldn't bring the giant axe.
Oh.
No, I just put it in like my holder.
You take off running, and Owen and Aster are a good distance ahead of you by the time you make this decision, because for whatever reason, those two are really speedy when they want to be. And
I have 40 feet of movement, so I would catch up.
so, yeah, but you still have to pop the bubble and pick up the bag. So it takes you a little bit, but you do eventually catch up to them, kind of right as they get to this first tree. And Aster and O, this big tree sort of lumbers to a stop in front of you and just looks down. And you guys look up, and it is a long way, like at least 200 feet.
Oh, big tree.
Oh.
Hello.
And he stops, and he kind of like kneels down slowly in front of you so that his face comes a little bit lower. And Aster, what languages do you speak? And O as well?
Not tree.
I think
Let's
Orin,
see.
Sylvan, and Common, if I remember correctly, which I might not.
Orc, Draconic, and Sylvan, I think.
Okay, so you both understand. He is speaking Sylvan.
And Abyssal.
And
Okay. Nope.
he's speaking
not
Sylvan.
No Sylvan
No?
for me.
Okay,
Why
so
did I
Aster,
do
you
that?
don't understand.
Okay, I'm just going to verify that I do actually speak Sylvan and I'm not just saying Nempeltequa. Here.
You're not saying what?
Nempeltequa means whatever. Oh yeah, I do speak Sylvan. Good news.
Okay.
Okay.
So at first, this giant tree kneels down and like it begins speaking to you, and oh, you understand him, and he
Hello.
he looks down and he's
It-
like, "Oh, hello, little one. It is
How did
nice
you know
to
my
meet you."
name? Oh, hello. Hello. It is nice to meet you too. I have never met a tree before as tall as you. What
I
what
have
is your
never
name?
met a bird like you before.
I am a special bird. What what is your name?
He says a bunch of sounds that like sound like tree groans. That,
Okay, well, good thing
do
I'm
not
good at
actually mean
mimicry then.
anything. There you go.
I repeat that.
He seems
That-
absolutely tickled by the fact that you can mimic his name, that you can say his name back to him. And
That-
after you see him, he kind of chuckles as O repeats this sound back to him, and realizing like he kind of looks at you and he says something, and you hear him say, "And what is your name?"
I look expectantly at Aster to see if Aster's going to respond.
Huh.
Does Aster respond?
This is awkward. What did he say?
He asked you what your name was, and the word I said that was his name.
Oh.
Yes, that is my name.
That
It's
is true.
that first.
I'm gonna start saying
Oh gosh.
ah instead now. I introduce myself, and as I do, I'm like holding up my arms like a child.
Uppies.
You,
Uppies,
He-
pick up.
No.
he like reaches down, and Ram, just as you get there, this tree like reaches down and picks Aster up on one of his giant hands,
I rage.
and
And
he holds her
that
in
was
front of
how
his
the
face,
party died.
Right.
and he switches to common, and he says, "Forgive me, little one. It has been many years since I've spoken to another that is not my kind. I am," and then he
It is-
repeats the sounds that he made at O, and he says, "But in the common tongue, you can call me Tev."
Some call me Tim.
Him?
Sorry, Sev.
Oh,
Tev. T-E-V.
Tev. I have my book open too. I don't know if it'll work on this, but I try anyway.
Does not work on
Fun.
him.
Fun fact: Sev in French is actually sap. That would be an appropriate treant name.
That would have been really funny, but I'm not that smart, so no. His name is Tev.
We
T-E-V.
we are so excited to meet you, Tev.
Have you come for the gathering?
We
Not intentionally, I think.
no, but we might go to the gathering. What is the gathering?
It is a time of goodbye. We go to
Goodbye.
the tree.
Oh, we also go to the tree.
We are being called home for an important reason.
Why? What reason?
It is time to say goodbye.
To who?
The last of the hinds.
The hinds.
Huh?
The hinds. What are the hinds?
Ketchup? What?
Yes, I think so, Aster.
H-Y-N-D.
Oh.
Harani's like, excuse me? What? What do you mean by that?
He sort of like moves Aster sideways out of his face so that he can look down at you, Karani. Ram, you just watch as Aster is like slowly shuffled sideways, but like it's moving obviously faster than she's ready for, and she's just like up there.
Whoa. Ooh.
She looks like she's having a blast, but
I just need to. What do you mean saying goodbye to the last of the hinds?
he kind of tilts his head, and like the whole like bushy part of the tree just kind of like tilts.
A nest falls
Because
Oh no.
out.
they should be fine.
They have come to the end of her life cycle. She is the last. We go to say goodbye.
Nope. Granny starts walking ahead of them. Like, nope.
Oh. No to the okay.
Just like watches you go very slowly. Like it takes you a hot second to like actually walk past him.
Sure.
So much to walk past.
Do you think we could get a lift since we're going to the same spot?
Mhm.
Are you
could
going
we?
to the
Could we
gathering
travel
as well,
with
my
you?
metal friend?
Yeah.
I don't know if the guardians will let you in.
It's because I'm metal, isn't it?
That
And he sort of like
Metal
points at
fist.
your back. No, maybe because of that.
Because of what? And I like turn around.
You carry tree death.
Ram does not kill the trees. Ram, no.
No, I like trees. I use this to kill like other humanoids. The fleshies.
Why kill at all?
They tried to kill me first.
Does that make it right?
Not always, but you can't bargain with some people.
There is
And
always
tying them up
another
takes
way.
too long, damn it.
Maybe, but I don't know what that other way is. I am not smart.
You can see he doesn't necessarily believe you.
He doesn't know what the other way is.
I can ask my entmates to carry you. Sure.
I mean, I can just
I will carry this one.
that's my
Yay.
girlfriend, so no, that's fine.
What is a girlfriend?
Uh,
They
You know
have
when-
heart roots. Heart roots.
You know when one oak tree really likes another oak tree and then they like cross-pollinate?
Yes, I know this.
That's what she is to me. She's my other oak tree.
He looks down at Aster in his hand and gets very, very close and kind of looks at Aster and then looks at you and gets down very close and kind of looks at you as well. And like he brings his big face kind of like right by you. And he
Hi.
says, I sense magic in you.
Yeah,
Magic not of this place.
that would be accurate.
Mm.
As for tree death, and I take that off and I put it in the bag of holding. There, no more tree death.
Very well. I will carry you two.
Thank you.
And then he stands up, like he kind of stands up for a second and he turns around, like very, very slowly and creakily, and starts making sounds at the other trees that are like nearby. And like three more sort of lumber over. And they all sort of gather around expectantly. And he has a conversation that takes probably a half an hour.
Sure.
We have completed our greeting. Now on
Exactly,
to...
Yep.
Now on to the real stuff.
And then they turn around and he leans down again and he holds his hand out for you to step on.
I very tentatively step on because I'm like 400 pounds plus gear.
He picks you up with no problem.
I'm feeling very inadequate.
And he sort of
Aw.
like swings around and he says, Ed and La will carry your friends. And sort of points at the others.
It's like 100 feet past everybody, just stomping through the woods.
You literally just have to like lean over and
Looking
pick
it.
you up.
Yeah, basically that's what
Still
happens
not
is
far
like
enough.
as you guys like as the trees are catching up, one of them just like reaches down and scoops Karani up.
Right.
You get set up there and you realize that O is up there too.
Hello,
Fine.
Karini.
You
Oh,
guys are close enough together that like you could like talk to each other if you needed to. So
So we're up on its head.
yeah, you're up in the like the branches of the sort of bushy part. Aster's got her head sticking up over the canopy. And you guys are slowly moving through. And like the trees around you are even taller than these guys as you get further into the woods. And it is very clearly that like the trees are getting more wild and more close together. Like the growth in this part of the forest is old. And they carry you through yeah, Mary Pippin go to the moot. They carry you through the night and well into the next day. And the tree gets bigger and bigger as you approach. And by the time you emerge into a clearing, this tree is huge. Like you saw the one that was in Aster's swamp. This tree is even bigger.
Isengard. Wait, no.
We've taken the hobbits to Isengard.
Yep, exactly. They've taken the party to Isengard. And as you enter in, like you sort of all emerge into this clearing that is around the base of this tree. And there are creatures here that some of you have never seen before. All sort of waiting at the base of this tree as they slowly file through a gate. And it looks like it's going into the tree, but you can very clearly see that there is some sort of like magical shimmer over it, and they step through it and disappear on the other side.
Is the gate big
Granny,
enough
you
for
recognize
these
this right away.
treants to go through?
You watch for a little bit, and the first treant that's sort of the same size as one that you're on approaches, and the gate almost adjusts itself, lets it through, and then adjusts back down.
Ram, I think that the gate is magical.
You've seen gates like this before, Ram.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Tev,
Yes, metal friend.
where does the gate go to?
Through the wilds.
The Feywild?
I think that is what you call it in your tongue. Do you have a tongue?
No, I don't have a mouth. I have a vox,
What is a vox?
a voice box.
What is a box?
It has a couple of different meanings. I'll tell you when you're older.
I am 1734 years old.
I'm older than you are. I'll tell you when you're older.
That is fair.
If we go through, will we be able to get back?
I was
I
through
think-
and I came back. Ram, yes, we can.
Cottonwood pushed you through. There's a difference.
Cottonwood might be there. Cottonwood can push us through again. With another bag of bugs, maybe. For all of us to share.
Okay.
How's Karini
I'm
doing?
going to set you down now.
Okay.
And so he like picks both you and Aster up and sets you down on the ground.
Thanks for the lift,
You-
Tev.
Yes, thank
Of
you.
course. You
Thank
must
you,
present
thank you.
yourselves to the guardians. And he points at the gate again. And you can see, so you see on either side of the gate are two what look to be elves with almost greenish tinge to their skin. And they've got dark hoods pulled up and they're carrying spears and they are riding on the backs of enormous displacer beasts.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, see you in there, buddy. Give him like a pat on the leg.
Good luck, little ones.
Great.
Thank you.
See you on
The
the
other
other
trees
side.
set all of you down. And Karini, you recognize a gate. You recognize something
Yeah.
very similar to the one that you have at home. Yours is not active like this. It has to be turned on and off.
Yeah.
Whereas this one seems like it is perpetually on.
Interesting. I don't know if Karini would have. She's like mad now, so she's not gonna.
She mad the
I-
entire walk here.
Doesn't say a word. the
Big
whole
mad.
night.
Yeah, like
That's unusual.
because I mean, I feel like in most cases, Karini would be like, "So, what do you know about like the burial place of blah and like finding this thing and whatever?" But all the stuff they're talking about is just like absolutely unacceptable. I'm not gonna talk to these things. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, no, she's like
Karini is in
full denial.
Ram, you recognize that stubborn set on her face.
If I had a face, my face would look like that often.
Whatever lips she had as a furball are gone. She's just
I put my Angie eyes on and march up to the Guardians.
Okay.
I don't have Angie eyes.
I know. I'm aware.
I just need
Just
like,
like
I was
wobbly,
gonna give
the-
it to
the
you
sticky
anyways,
eyes,
but
just
you know.
Pop on.
I just need like
Oh, that's
magnetic
nice of you.
eyebrows, and I'll just like move them manually.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
a good thing that you know an inventor.
You have a
or
dial.
two.
several.
Surprised, complacent, happy, angry.
You're just magnets
One
that
eyebrow
you can
up.
like adjust.
Yeah, like the woolly bully or whatever. Like with the
Yeah. Oh yeah, like
Do
the
that on my
Mr.
face.
Wooly
Yeah.
with the like facial hair. Iron shavings.
yep. So yeah, I lead the way up to one of the Guardians, and I have my book open.
So give me 1 second.
Because I'm that bitch.
So you see, as you sort of approach, you see, come on, go where I need you to go.
Rainy is just a Karen waiting in line for customs, ready to
Oh,
snap at the
no.
first person that like suggests she's not supposed to be here.
As you, Ram, as you approach, you see both of them step in front of the gate and point their spears at you and begin speaking in what you can assume is Elvish.
Heck.
I speak back in Dwarven out of spite.
They stop for a second, and one of them answers you back in Dwarvish. Why have you come here?
We are looking for Hastia's site, but we've also heard it's the last Heinz retirement party.
She sort of tilts her head at you.
That
a
didn't
little
translate. I say in common, that didn't translate right.
bit. Use your words carefully, she says in common.
That is probably where Elise would step in because I am not wise and my words get me in trouble.
I'm grabbing your secrets
Aster
for you.
will try to step up and say, we're here to pay our respects, if we are allowed to.
She kind of glares down at you for a second and she looks you over, Aster, and she says, I recognize your magic. You and the little bird, and she points behind you, and O is back there, just like super excited, holding on to Boop. And she says, I recognize the magic in you. And you as well, tall one. And she points at Karani, who just is looking miffed.
She's just like,
I rage.
No. Well, that's nice. That's all I got.
are they moving or no?
They point at you three, and she says, you three, we recognize. You can go through. But you, and she points at Bram and Elise, we do not recognize your magic.
Can we vouch for them? Do we get can they get like visitor stickers or something, or like +1s? You get a +1 at a farewell thing,
Plus
right?
one at the Feywild.
It's like a national park sticker that's only for the Feywild.
We slap one on
They
Ram.
have
Nice.
this. Like, actually.
She looks you over and
I'm. You wouldn't recognize my magic because I don't inherently have magic, but I was built behind the gate.
her eyes sort of narrow a little bit.
I'm Captain WR-B3.
You are a sentinel.
Once upon a time.
You either are or you are not. You do not usually stop being a sentinel.
Well, it's less about what I decided and more what happened, but yes, I was a sentinel.
She considers you for a long time.
I consider her right back.
And then she looks at Elise. And what of you? You reek of death.
I'm the chosen one of the Raven Queen.
Shows off star
Yes,
and
I can
chest.
see that.
So if this is a farewell, it's kind of my jam. If it's that kind of farewell, if it isn't, forget I said anything.
Jeez.
We need to have a session where we all play each other's characters.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh.
That would be amazing. I want to hear someone do Karani's accent.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Oh,
sounds
I
like
just
you're
got an idea. Okay.
volunteering.
I had a different idea for when you guys go through this tree. I have a different one now. All right,
Oh
cool.
no.
So,
Oh no.
Oh no, we helped the DM. Shit.
so Ram, this is the one for the one that you're talking to right now.
Okay.
And then she looks at all of you and she says, they are on high alert. If you cause trouble, we cannot help you.
They
And
who?
Oh,
the other guardians.
Okay.
I think at this point, Karani is going to step to the front and just be like, that's enough of this. Those you are doubting have already met her and are well respected by her. You will let us through.
Either roll me a persuasion or intimidation check.
I stand behind
no.
her and get bigger
Not good.
to
You
assist.
can do it with advantage because Ram is behind you looking.
You said
like Ram.
persuasion or intimidation?
Yep, either one.
Can I
Depending on
assist if
how
something
Karani
happens
is
with me?
feeling.
Probably
that?
intimidation.
Keisha?
I was gonna say, can I assist if Aster snaps in the Z formation? Like,
So, am I doing advantage? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes, you're doing advantage because
Okay.
Nice.
21?
okay. Oops, and I forgot to give you her name. Go me. Okay, so she looks at you and she sort of looks Karani over, pulls her like sets her staff, like butt end into the ground, and she says, I have not met many of your kind.
Yes.
I recognize the spark in you.
Hmm. Good.
She sort of like nudges her beast aside, and the two of them split. And you are able to see the gate properly now. And Ram, you are very familiar with gates like this. You've been through quite a few of them. Most of them didn't work the way they were supposed to, but
Hold on to your butts. We're going to Avernus, and I go through.
Karani just stomps through. She's in a stomping mood.
okay.
Everything
So
is
as
stomping
you
right
pass through the threshold of the gate, I need everybody to roll me Constitution saving throws, please.
oh god.
Oh, good. I'm really good at those.
Con save.
Can I
27.
choose? Can I choose to use my inspiration before I roll?
Sure, and you can give
Oh, I
yourself
have
advantage.
advantage?
Then. Sure. Oh, Liz.
With advantage.
Oh, Karani.
Did it
dice were like,
only roll one?
Oh,
No, it rolled two.
I.
Oh, did
So
not give
side
you-
note. Oh, did it actually show that I? Hold on here.
Sorry, I didn't
Is
realize
that
I
showing
hadn't
as me
cleared out
having rolled
Elise's.
there or no?
Yes,
I
I can
see it.
see your roll. It didn't.
Okay.
It didn't. You
Yeah,
didn't roll
I-
Constitution.
I didn't roll Constitution. No. Do you want me to? I can look at this and tell you what we need to add to that. Sorry.
I cleared out Elise's sheet for you, so you can get a
Oh.
hold of it.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realize I hadn't done that already.
Constitution would be +2, so that would be a total of. I think it was
16.
a 13,
So-
right? Yeah.
You had a 14, so yeah, you'd have 16
Oh, okay.
total.
Cool.
15 for Elise.
Okay, so everybody but Karani, you
Great.
as you step through
Perfect.
the gate, you feel. Ram, you've felt this before. Not that you have a sort of belly for this to affect, but you feel a sort of like jerk around your middle, and it pulls you through. And all of you feel yourselves like flying through the air almost. And you're being pulled very, very quickly. And as you sort of look, side to side, you can see what looks to be lights and stars and any number of celestial bodies around you for a split second.
Oh.
And then there is a gold and silver lattice work that you pass through. And
Uh-oh.
there's a gold and silver lattice work that you pass through. And you feel, as you pass through it, you can feel a very intense pressure. And then it passes. And you come out the other side. You go through, there's a bead of light that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you emerge into another woods. But it's fall here. Wherever you are.
Mm.
It's pumpkin
And-
spice land. Yay.
As you all sort of emerge, you come out the other side, and you can definitely feel that you pass through a barrier of some kind. Karani stumbles out and falls to her knees and just upchucks everywhere for one.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
Kirini.
all the crankiness coming out.
The
Oh, she's still pretty
Karini,
great.
you've been through that. You've been on that journey one time before when you were young, when you dared to go through the gate back home. Very similar experience. Ram, the last time you did something like that, there was not a gate, there was not a lattice work in the way.
Are we
And
in Are we in the Feywild though? Like, do I recognize it as the Feywild?
you look around and you're pretty sure that this is the Feywild.
Anybody else see that gate?
Anybody else see those stars? Also,
I saw the stars. They were so
I
shiny.
mean, I assume
Also,
it's the same gate that we all know it is.
Karini, you have 2 levels of exhaustion, by the way.
ouch.
What
Ouch.
gate, Karini? What gate do you think it is?
The divine, what the heck ever. I don't know. I don't know how do I add
The divine
exhaustion.
gate.
What do I do?
I got it.
Oh. What does it do? What does it mean?
Well, I'm very confused because it usually means we've passed into the divine realms where gods and the like are. But I didn't think the Feywild was on the other side of that.
Oh.
They're
That
not
that
merging.
is
What I
is strange.
I don't know if I would know or not, but like, are all the other planes separated from us with the divine gate, or
And the Feywild and the Shadowfell are not supposed to be on the other side of the gate.
Interesting.
But wherever you came through, you definitely passed through that gate.
Ram's anxiety is like up to 11.
Ram, something is definitely wrong.
Are we?
Sorry, go ahead.
So does it look like the Feywild? Like, are we there?
Yeah, it looks like the Feywild. You see little you see the little Fey mares that you saw back in the village. You see plenty of those little plant creatures running around. Wherever you have emerged, it looks like it's fall colors here. It's not anywhere
Okay.
that you recognize. And the other people that you have seen come through the gate, you don't see them.
So it's just
Where
us.
are we? And
Ram,
where is?
roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Who? Sorry.
Ram.
If
But
I turn
I'm-
around, what do we see? What do I see behind us?
Turn around and you can see the gate behind you, but the gate is dark.
16.
Hmm.
Seen? Okay.
Hate these gates. They never work like they're supposed to. I go
Where
and,
are
kick
we?
The dark gate. Makes me feel better.
You take 1 point of damage as you kick it, and it hurts your foot.
That's fine. It makes me feel better.
Aster, so as you're looking around, you see the gate obviously behind you,
Mhm.
and it is a large stone archway that has very intricate looking runes carved into it, and the where you saw that sort of like shimmer in the center of the other one, that is not here. This gate is dark.
Mhm. Can I roll like Arcana or something to see if I can't get more of a sense of like did someone place some kind of spell on this gate? Can I maybe try to
Sure.
determine something
Go ahead
like
and
that?
make an Arcana check. 17.
Mhm.
You get the sense that wherever you came through was a one-way trip. You're gonna have to
Mm.
find a different way out.
We're
I
not going
pulled.
back through this, guys.
No.
Ram, you knew that this was common practice. They would turn gates on as they were like launching people through them, and then
Right.
turn them off again to prevent people going the other way.
I pull out Event Horizon just to be on the safe side.
Event
We don't
Horizon
see the.
looks different here.
Oh.
As
We
you
don't
take
see
it
the
out,
trees.
you don't see anybody,
Yeah.
just you guys. But you, Ram, as you take Event Horizon out of the bag of holding, you like pull it out handle first, and as the blade of it comes out, the blade of it is glowing. You're used to it glowing with that red hot sort of edging that you associated with like fire and that sort of thing. It's purple.
Hey! What are you doing?
I'm also gonna check on Salmaline's tear as well. Pull it out of my hair. Just
Okay. Yeah, you take Sunline's tear out, and Sunline's tear is humming in your hands.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
almost pulling you towards something. You're not really sure, but you can, like, as you hold on to it, you feel it just like drawing you in.
mm,
What about Elise?
Yeah.
Is they're wearing the shroud?
So, yeah. And you see, not only is their lantern is like almost pulsating with light, but the beadwork on their shroud is almost like it's alive. It's reacting to something, but it's not. It doesn't stay in the same pattern that it was in. It's not. It's almost like the raven that is stitched to the front in beadwork is moving.
Mm.
Ram, you were never really close enough to any of the Council of Illuminaries to get a look at their weapons and things like that when they were in the other realms, so you don't know if this is normal or not.
Well, what do I know about the Feywild?
Roll me a history check.
Also, does this look familiar at all to O? Any of it?
Give me a
No.
history check.
9.
You didn't spend a lot of time here.
Okay.
Not you, Ram.
Okay.
What did you get? Like, roll me a history check there. Oh,
1 second here. I'm gonna try
Ram,
to do it over here.
you spent the majority of your time in some of the outer planes. A little bit of time in the Astral Sea, a little bit of time in Avernus, a little bit of time just kind of in some of the elemental planes, but never here. Like, you've been here, you've been through here, but more of a, like, you went through this gate and now you have to go through that gate.
Heaven forbid it's just a straight
hold
path.
on.
Layovers, you gotta love them.
Ugh.
Do I know where
How do I
the
roll
leader-
history check again?
Go
And
to
double
skills.
click on them.
Yeah, I'm on it. Do I double? is it
Double-click the
plus
modifier
or I double
number.
click?
Yeah.
Okay. Double clicking the wrong thing.
Natural
Hey,
20.
look at you.
Great.
Oh, yeah, you know this place. This is the Fire Bramble Woods.
Okay. Fire bramble.
Do I know where I did I ever know where in the Feywild they were going?
You knew that they were going to a temple of Melora that's hidden here somewhere.
You guys,
Mhm.
I have seen this place. It is called the Fire Bramble Woods. I was here before when I was lost.
Oh.
Before
You
I
know of
came to
any-
you.
Any
Through
temples
history.
nearby or anything?
So there's not. Oh, you would know with that roll that the temple. You're pretty sure that the temple that they're
Mhm.
talking about is not in the Fire Bramble Woods, but it's in sort of an adjacent area of the Feywild, known as the Sea of Grass.
Okay.
And it is it's sort of opposite of what it says. It is not, you would expect it to be grasslands, and that's when you went there, you were expecting to see open plains and grasslands and stuff like that. It is not.
Mhm.
It
Okay.
is full to the brim of mushrooms.
Oh.
Excellent. So the temple it is not here. It is in an other place called the Sea of Grass, but there is no grass.
Oh, is it a
We
sea
will
then?
know we are there when there is, yes, but of mushrooms, not grass. So that is how we will know when we are there. It is very close to here.
I hate the Feywild.
The bugs are delicious.
Take your word for it.
It's actually how you found your way there. Oh, was that you were chasing a little beetle of some
Beetle.
kind.
Yeah, that checks out.
Well, point the way, oh, let's get a move on.
I start hopping.
So,
You
you
can
start hopping
Follow
off,
me.
and
I will find the way.
as you sort of enter into the inner part of the bramble firewoods, the fire bramblewoods, sorry, you remember that nearby is where you met Kovu.
Okay. So when I was here before, I met a bear called Kovu who has a picnic. It is close to here too. I also met Cottonwood there, and that was how I came to meet you all. when Cottonwood pushed me through the tree with my beetles in my bag. Kovu can help sometimes with things. Kovu helped me come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
I continue hopping towards the temple.
Okay. So you hop into the woods, and there is a sort of like game trail almost that you can follow. And you begin to lead the party through, and you come to a sort of like fork in the woods that you know that if you go left, that will bring you to Kovu and his sort of area that he was in. And if you go right and you keep walking for what passes as a day in the Feywild, probably 5 or 6 days, it will get you to the edge of the Fire Bramble Woods and where the Sea of Grass starts.
Okay. This is the direction to Kovu, and this takes us to the Sea of Grass and Mushrooms, where the temple can be found.
And how long is it to there?
About a day in sideways time.
So it's 1 day to Kovu and about 5 days to the edge of the woods.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. So longer than that. Probably 5 days.
Well, maybe
To
Kovu knows a
the
shortcut.
edge.
Yeah, I feel
Maybe.
like maybe somewhere closer.
Kovu is
Maybe.
helpful.
You
Alright.
just in chat yelling, "You follow old Rafiki, he know the way."
So to Kovu then, I guess.
If
Okay.
we're walking a long way, Karani will greater restoration herself to take away one of the levels of exhaustion, so she's not
Oh.
lagging behind everybody.
Okay, there you go.
Do
You
we
feel a little better after you cast that spell.
looking
That's a
around
level
like upward
5.
and everything, can we see any signs of the great tree at all? Or is this like okay.
Not where you are anyways. But funny enough, Aster, as you look up, you do notice that you can see the stars overhead, despite it being kind of daytime. And you can see those lights again.
Oh.
They are much clearer here.
I just kind of point silently upwards.
You're on my shoulders. I can't see you.
Oh.
What are they?
Blinking
looks-
lights.
Oh, like the same ones that were.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as I want to say I'm glad to see the stars at all times, I don't. This just isn't right.
When the last time that you came through the Feywild, you weren't there for very long, but the last time you came through here, you could not see the stars in the daytime.
Yeah.
There was a clear night and day.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's find this Kovu.
Does it seem like the Feywild has been moved? Like farther
That is definitely
away?
possible. That is definitely possible, given the fact that you're pretty sure it used to be on the other side of the Divine Gate.
Is it in the Astral Sea somewhere? Are we just in the Astral Sea?
You're
on the
not
Feywild
sure.
plane. Just on a Feywild island somewhere
You're not
in
sure.
some other plane. Cool. Let's keep walking.
Okay. So
Ah.
I'll you to like leads you for about a day. You're gonna have to take a rest at some point where you'll need to camp. And you all notice that like being on this side of the tree or being on this side of the gate, that feeling of being watched is still here.
We didn't lose that.
Hmm.
At east. Well, not much else we can do right now.
We're going too slow. We're not gonna make it.
Maybe Kovu can get us there faster.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kovu has good solutions to things sometimes.
Well, I hope so. All right.
We make camp. I put up the bubble.
Okay. What does the bubble look like here?
I don't fuck around really here. It looks very much like the local foliage.
Foliage, yeah.
Struggle. I am a struggle bus. On the outside, and then on the inside, I just try to make it like as comfortable as possible for everybody. Not a peasant camp for sure.
A little
Okay.
glamping. Yay.
Yes, it's very glampy.
Okay. Yeah, so as you all settle in, Granny, you're not really sure if it's just being in the Feywild or the knowledge that you've picked up in the last 24 hours or what. But you sleep like garbage.
Sure. Makes sense.
You dream of home and when you were small and the last time that you went through the gate. And you
Remember
remember
that time I died with catching shock bugs?
Yes.
Sorry.
You were the 5-year-old.
Ooh.
A 5-year-old died. It was me.
Plot twist revealed.
And you
Please adjust any resurrection rolls accordingly.
You've had this dream before, but it's never been this clear. This is almost like you're seeing a memory, like you're living it again. And you take a couple of steps through this gate, the one that was in your village, and you remember that you had a headache when you came out the other side, and everything was beautiful, and it was nighttime. There was bioluminescence all around you, but you had such a headache that like your vision was a little blurry. And then there was a voice that said to you very quietly, "Well, little one, you're in the wrong spot. You better go back." And a hand sort of guides you and turns you back around and sends you back through the gate. And that's where we're going to leave it for the night.
Jeez Louise. Did I think we were going to the Feywild? No.
And that's why we're here.
Welcome to the Feywild, guys. Or what you think is the Feywild, anyways.
Jesus. Offensive. Offensive.
I could have dumped you in one of the domains.
That's true, you could have. Maybe this is a domain.
Oh, we'll find
Oh,
out.
Feywild by
no.
way of Barovia.
No, it's too brightly colored here to be Barovia.
Pretty, yeah, that's true. There are lights in the sky.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everybody for sitting in with session with us. It was tons of fun. Thanks Artemis for a great session. We will be back tomorrow morning with Cat Lady Liz on Together Among the Stars with Dungeon Daddy Rick. So that's going to be good. Tune in. Believe it is Liz's second turnabout on tabletop games with some dice. So, you know, come in and say hi and support her in this new endeavor that we're dragging her into, kicking and screaming.
Volunteered for most of it.
Yay, Liz.
Most of it. We are going to go raid the Mind's Eye. I believe he's doing some prep for his game. So just give him a follow if you haven't, and we will see you tomorrow morning, hopefully. If not, check us out tomorrow night, where Emily and Artemis are going to be talking spells from the Player's Handbook.
And we will be for a while.
For about 5 years.
It's been 84 years.
Get out of my fucking head.
No!
My plan after the Player's Handbook is to make Artemis listen to Worlds Beyond Numbers so we can talk about that for an episode.
Okay.
Fair enough, fair enough.
No, we don't have to do that.
All right, stick around for the raid, and we will see you next time.